packed show for you tonight. I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Litoncalo.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the show by Mamoy leaves. Victor Moles puts it up. Unbelievable.
Gemma on the left side.
Oh, the pass! Stopping another one.
Bacunas rejecting Estejo for the
Of course, we're starting off with the De La Salle Green Archers forcing a do-or-die Game 3 in the UAAP Men's Basketball Finals. After a very tight first half, well, UP tried to get away in the third, outscoring La Salle 26-15 to take an 8-point lead heading into the fourth and final quarter. But then, the green and white fought back in the payoff period as reigning MVP Kevin Kiambao draining a big three in the final 2 minutes to cut the lead down to 2, 73-71. Then KQ hit a wild tray again in the next possession to retake the lead. Francis Lopez's 4 missed free throws, as you can see, and a crucial turnover down the stretch proved to be the big difference as the Archers eventually escape. Coach Topex Robinson and La Salle forced Game 3 after a 76-75 win. Jerry Badiano even had a chance to take the lead but break the last 3, just like last year. This series between the top 2 teams in the UAAP will go the distance, and there will be a Game 3. Ahead of Game 2 of the finals, the UAAP honored the top players of the tournament, and De La Salle Green Archer star Kevin Kiambao was formally named the most valuable player for the second straight year. No surprises there, Check.
No surprise.
As KQ put up averages mind-boggling 16.6 points, 8.6 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal in the 14-game elimination round. He's the 5th Lasallian to win back-to-back MVPs after Ben Mbala, Don Aliado, Mark Talan, and June Limpot. KQ is also the first local to achieve the feat since Kiefer Ravena back in 2014 and 2015. Kiambao also won a total of 190,000 pesos in sponsored awards. KQ, of course, leads the mythical team, and joining him is his fellow Green Archer, of course, Motor Mike Phillips, along with UP guard J.D. Kagulangan, FEU defensive anchor Mo Conate, and UST top scorer Nick Cabanero. Rookie of the Year honors went to VJ Pre of the FEU Tamaraos. Pre led the Tams with 13.3 points and 7 boards a game during the elimination round. Pre is the first Tamarao to take the award home after Terrence Romeo did that back in 2010.
Over to the women's side, the UST Growling Tigers has set up an all-or-nothing clash for the crown. The defending champions have forced a Game 3 in the finals after overcoming the NU Lady Bulldogs in Game 2, 78-68. Bridget Santos exploded for 27 points with 4 assists and 2 steals, while Karel Serba provided spark with 18 points on 4 of 5 shooting from beyond the arc. UST and NU battle for all the marbles on Sunday, December 15 at the Smart Araneta Coliseum.
Tumigil yung mga bata, naniniwala sila. Sabi namin, same scenario what happened in the first game. Sabi namin, walang bibitaw. Just keep playing hard, and yun nga, thanks talaga sa buong team. Nagtrabaho sila talaga. Every step of the way, sila Maglupay, sila Nicole, sila Bron, yung mga nasa ilalim namin, kahit undersized sila. They really work hard. Of course, si Kent, sila Taki, sila Eka provided those support for kay Karel at saka kay Bridget nung dinidikitan na sila. Kent at si Bridget. Si Karel showed up noong last fourth quarter.
Every training kasi naiiyak na ako kasi si Coach Ivy. Lagi akong pinapagalitan. Bakit pa lagi akong pinapagalitan? Sinasabi niya sa akin na, Onse! Wala ka na naman sa focus! Pag ganun, naiiyak na ako kasi nasa focus naman ako. doon ko nahugot yung lakas na loob ko na makipagsabayan sa kanila kasi nga si Coach, hindi talaga siya tumigil na maniwala sa akin. Though, sarili ko, ako na lang yung hinihintay nila eh. So, eto, sa tingin ko, eto na yung chance ko na makakontribute talaga.
No surprises here. Casey De La Rosa of the Ateneo Blue Eagles is the runaway MVP of the UAAP Season 87 Women's Basketball Tournament. De La Rosa etched her name in history as the 5th women's basketball player in the league to achieve back-to-back MVP honors. She led the league with averages of 22.1 points, 16 rebounds, 2.3 assists, and 3.7 blocks per game. Joining De La Rosa in the Mythical Five are UST's Kent Pastrana, UP's Luna Ozar, Ateneo's Sara Macanjula, and NU's Angel Sorada. Another Lady Bulldog, Cielo Pagdulangan, was the runaway winner for the Rookie of the Year award. She impressed with averages of 9.9 points, 7.1 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1.3 steals per game.
Now moving on to the PBA, the TNT Tropang Giga finally entered the win column of the ongoing Commissioner's Cup. TNT beat the Magnolia Hotshots 103-100 behind a career night from that man, former San Beda Red Lion Calvin Oftana. This is the Tropang Giga's first victory after opening the mid-season conference with 2 defeats. Oftana shot the lights out at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium, posting a career-high 42 points, including a personal best 9 triples. TNT resident import Ronde Hollis Jefferson also produced huge numbers as RHJ tallied 41 markers, grabbed 13 boards, and dished out 5 assists. At the post-game press conference, Oftana talked about his incredible shooting display.
Wala naman. It's just, yun nga, we are known for sa depensa dapat, yun na. Thanking my teammates na they passing me the ball na open, tas na convert ko naman, giving back to them na pinapasa. Tas siguro yun nga yung sinulat ni coach na effort, yun yung pinakamalaking bagay na dapat namin consistently na ibibigay palagi sa loob ng court. Kasi hindi yun natuturo eh, sarili na yun, sariling kuan na yun, sikap na yun ng mga players. And siguro din naging focus lang kami this game. The past 2 games medyo on cloud pa yung mga isip ng mga teammates ko. Pero yun nga, tapos na, sabi ko nga sa kanila, tapos na yung championship, kailangan na namin magtrabaho ulit.
The Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings make their debut in the PBA Commissioner's Cup, facing the surging NLEX Road Warriors. The Road Warriors pounced on the Gin Kings, hoping to capitalize on the crowd favorites' long layoff. Ginebra, however, refused to let NLEX run them over. At the half, the Road Warriors were up by just a point, 43-42, while NLEX main man Robert Bolick was relatively quiet in the first 2 quarters. His teammates, including rookie Richie Roger, picked up the slack. Come the 3rd quarter, the Gin Kings have found their rhythm. They are ahead by double digits, nearing the final frame.
More PBA Commissioner's Cup action is coming your way tomorrow. The Northport Batang pair put their undefeated record at stake against the Converge Fiber Xers at 5 in the afternoon. Northport aims to continue their best franchise start ever, but Converge is getting a huge boost as it finally brings out Pride Center Justin Balti Baltazar. The former De La Salle standout is expected to make his PBA debut after completing his duties and winning back-to-back championships with Pampanga in the MPBL. Baltazar will look to help the Fiber Xers pick up their 2nd straight win in the mid-season conference. Meantime, the Meralco Bolts will also put their perfect slate on the line as they face the still winless Blackwater Bossing, and that game will be at 7:30 p.m. Meralco is coming off a win against the Terra Firma G. Blackwater has yet to claim a victory after 3 tries. Both games will be at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium in Manila, but of course, you can also catch those games live on PBA Rush, RPTV, and the Pilipinas Live app. Coming up here on the show, we bring you a more detailed look into those big wins by LaSalle and UST to force a do-or-die Game 3 in the UAAP Basketball Finals. Stay tuned here, only to play-by-play on One News. And we're back. Thank you for joining us here only on Play-by-Play on One News. Champions just don't go away easily. That was exemplified by both the De La Salle Green Archers and the USC Growling Tigresses tonight.
Both teams force a deciding Game 3 in the UAAP Basketball Finals to keep their hopes of nailing back-to-back titles alive. Let's get more details from mobile journalist Denise Valdez-Sancho, who's reporting live from the Mall of Asia Arena. Good evening, Denise.
Good evening, Andre, Cheska. Yes, indeed, it's a story of comebacks today as both teams for the men's and women's take on Game 2 of the UAAP Season 87 Finals.
All right, can you tell us more about what happened today? Because, I mean, we watched a little bit, but obviously the chaos outside. There were so many people watching the game with us.
Because a lot of people watching, the TVs were on here at the TV5 newsroom, and they were just, it was a crazy men's basketball finals game too, especially in the dying minutes. Tell us more, Denise.
Yeah. For the men's basketball today, De La Salle was able to clinch their win. After that's a comeback win after the UP took Game 1. It was a solid start for the Green Archers. They finished the first with a 6-point lead. That was 22-28. But actually in the second, the Fighting Maroons slowly crawled back after multiple free throws, closing the gap to only about 3 points at the half, 36-39. They were able to turn the story upside down in the third with JD Cagulangan on fire in the late minutes of the quarter, closing with the tray to make it 62-54. But it was the Green Archers who crawled back in the payoff period. With 2 minutes and 58 seconds left, CJ Austria attempts for 2 FTs after Raylan Torres' second and sportsmanlike foul, which led to his ejection from the game. KQ then cut the gap by 2 points after a triple, 73-71. KQ, now on fire, changed the story after giving the Taft the lead by only a point, 75-76. And with 33.5 seconds left, all eyes were now on Francis Lopez after a foul was called on KQ, but luck was on the south side. 12.9 seconds on the clock, Kevin Kimbao may have missed his last free throws, but UP failed to make the most out of the remaining seconds. The final score of the match, 75-76. KQ finished the match with 22 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 of 14 field goals. And over the women's side, it's the UST Golden Tigresses who took Game 2 of the finals 78-68. And in what was a seesaw battle against the NU Lady Bulldogs, it was a strong start for this finest squad after closing the first half with a seven-point lead, 32-25. The Hawks and crew didn't take no for an answer and immediately closed the gap with key contributions from Angel Sorada and the Princess Fabruada. The Lady Bulldogs finally took their first lead courtesy of Fabruada's 2 successful free throws, 39-41. And from there on, both squads tightened on their offense, but UST found a way to bounce back in the fourth. It was mainly Bridget Santos and Karina Sherba's hot hands who led UST's offense, after scoring 27 and 18 points respectively, with Sherba scoring 15 of her points in the fourth. Santos delivered 4 assists and 2 steals alongside her career high of 27 points. Cheska Andre, both teams for the men and women's, UST and La Salle are now looking to clinch their gold in this Sunday matchup at the same time, but this time at the Big Dome.
Thank you so much for your time. That was mobile journalist Denise Valdesandro. I'm sure the atmosphere was crazy.
Yes. And she'll be busy again on the weekend.
So
covering Game 3 for sure. Thank you, Denise. Meanwhile, the UST Tiger Cubs score a major upset against the top-seeded UE Junior Warriors in Game 1 of the UAAP Season 87 Junior High School Basketball Tournament. What was seen as a neck-and-neck matchup turned into a blowout here, Czech, as UST led by as many as 29 points en route to a 98-84 win. Things went south for the Junior Warriors in the second quarter when the Tiger Cubs outscored them 33-14. John Canapi waxed hot for UST with 30 points, while Nixon Caballero was a monster with a near triple-double of 21 points, 16 rebounds, and 4 assists. This puts USC to within a win away from claiming their first juniors title since 2001. The Tiger Cubs will go for the crown in Game 2. That will be on Sunday, December 15, at the Big Dome, the Smart Araneta Coliseum.
on to some volleyball. Crisscross and Signal are all set to renew their rivalry in the finals of the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference. The King Crunchers booked their ticket after overcoming a feisty stand from the Savoj Spin Doctors. Crisscross won this match in 4 sets, 25-22, 22-25, 26-24, and 25-13. After securing the crucial third set, Crisscross dominated Savoj in the fourth to put the match away for good. Jude Garcia led the charge once more with 20 points, while Isay Marasigan and Nico Almendras had 13 apiece in the win. This is now the 9th straight win for the King Crunchers.
Well, as for Signal, they claimed their spot in the finals after sweeping Japanese guest team Kondogumi Hyogo. The HD Spikers made quick work of Hyogo, 25-11, 25-8, and 25-18. Signal dominated most of the match, with Hyogo putting up a fight only in the third set. But even then, the HD Spikers were just too much for the young Japanese squad. Joshua Mandal powered Signal with 16 points on 15 attacks and a kill block. Signal and Crisscross will meet in the finals on Sunday at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City.
PVL games resume tomorrow at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City. In the first serving, the Creamline Cool Smashers put their 3-0 start to the test against the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells. That match will take place at 4 p.m. This marks Thea Gagate's first career matchup against the Alyssa Valdez-led Cool Smashers. Then at 6 p.m., the Chocomucho Flying Titans look to get back on track as they face the surging Farm Fresh Foxies. The Flying Titans are on a 2-game skid, while the Foxies are on a 2-game win streak. You can catch those games live on One Sports, One Sports Plus, and on the Pilipinas Live app.
A Christmas present for all sports fans, Pilipinas Live is giving the gift of free live games this December. You can enjoy the biggest sporting events this month on the Pilipinas Live app. Catch all the action in the UAAP Finals, in the PVL, in the PBA, in the NBA Emirates Cup, and a lot more. Watch all the action live, on demand, and on any device. All you have to do Take a look at your screens right now. Download the app and register for free. You can also scan these QR codes or visit the websites flashed on your screens right now. After the break, who's up for Emirates NBA Cup action? The Oklahoma City Thunder and the Milwaukee Bucks are headed to the semifinals of the in-season tournament. That and more when we return. Stay tuned to Play-by-Play only here on One News.
Welcome back. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. Gilas Pilipinas advanced to the semifinals of the eFIBA Season 3 World Finals. Team Pilipinas nailed two big wins over European champs Turkey in the first and second rounds of Group A. Gilas was able to squeak by the Turkish squad in the first round 53-52. Then in their rematch in the second round, the Philippines had more breathing room, leading to a 52-47 win. Before that, the country also took two wins from New Zealand, 54-41 and 59-44. Gilas is battered by Pritch Diaz, Kenneth Gutierrez, Isaiah Alendada, Clark Banzon, and Julian Malilin. The eFIBA World Finals is taking place at the SMX Convention Center in Clark, Pampanga.
Over at the NBA, the Milwaukee Bucks are heading to the semifinals of the Emirates NBA Cup. That's after they knocked out the Orlando Magic in their quarterfinal matchup today, 114-109. Milwaukee is the only team returning to the semis of the in-season tournament. Superstar duo of Giannis Antetokounmpo and Damian Lillard led the Bucks to victory here. No surprises, as the Greek Freak had 37 points, while Dame Time added 28 markers, including 9 in the final minute. Giannis and Dame needed to step up big time as the short-handed Magic threatened to pull off to upset all game long. Jalen Suggs scored 32 points to lead an Orlando squad that lost both Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner to oblique injuries. After the match, winning coach Doc Rivers broke down Milwaukee's hard-earned victory.
You know, listen, I thought both teams, I think we're known now over the last 12 games as a defensive team. And yet at halftime, we were shooting 58%, and they were shooting 57%. So I don't think either coach was very happy defensively. And I told our guys, I said, the first team that plays defense goes to Vegas, bottom line. And we were that. I mean, they shot 44 in the second half. We still stayed at 55, basically, 54-5. So that's basically what happened. I thought our zone kind of disrupted their rhythm a little bit. We planned on using it today. I tried to use it in the third quarter, never in the first half, because then you can make adjustments. And I thought that helped us tonight. But, boy, they played hard. They're a well-coached basketball team, and they just compete. This game was sloppy in a lot of ways. I didn't think we were as good as we've been offensively, even though it's tough to say that when you're shooting 55%. But I know and we know we're a better offensive team than what we played tonight. But we still won the game.
let's head over to the West. The Oklahoma City Thunder advanced to the Emirates NBA Cup semis after taking down the Dallas Mavericks. Final score of their quarterfinal match, 118-104. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the charge on offense, firing 39 points on 15 for 23 shooting. The Thunder's defense was humming as well. Dallas ace Luka Doncic was held to just 16 points as he was hounded by Lou Dort, Alex Caruso, and Carson Wallace. Here's SGA talking about the team's winning effort.
We did all the little things, all the little details to give ourselves an edge tonight. Every night is going to be different in terms of makes and misses, and your opponent's makes and misses. But the little things that you can control, we call them topside tagging, but offensive going to crash the glass offensively, boxing out. Like you said, diving on loose balls. Those little things you can control every night, and they give you a little bit of an edge. The shots weren't always falling tonight, but those little things we carried throughout the night, and then once shots did fall, we were able to stretch the game up because of it.
The quarterfinals of the Emirates NBA Cup will continue tomorrow.
4 more teams will hit the hardcourt to play for a ticket to the semis of the in-season tourney. Action begins at 8 in the morning Philippine time as the Atlanta Hawks take on the New York Knicks. The Knicks are coming off a perfect 4-0 sweep of Group A, while the Hawks went 3-1 in Group C. Then in the West, the Golden State Warriors battle the Houston Rockets at 10:30 a.m. and Houston could get veteran guard Fred VanVleet back after missing a game due to a knee injury.
The winner of the Golden State-Houston game will then face the Oklahoma City Thunder in the semis, while whoever gets through between New York and Atlanta will battle the Milwaukee Bucks. The knockout semis and the upcoming final will be played in Sin City, Las Vegas. Okay, folks, time to head to the big screen. Take a look at the highlight reel for today. NBA, PBA, of course. Exciting UAAP Finals action in the highlight reel. All part tonight. Let's roll it. Here's an exchange of disrespectful dunks between Magic center Goga Bitadze and Bucks superstar Giannis. First, it's Goga. Then looking at Giannis. Look at the Magic bench. Cole Anthony and company. Woo! Goga. Make your name, buddy. Make your name. And then after that, Goga finished, by the way, 12 points, 14 boards. But in the third period, after we watch this replay, the Greek Freak would get his revenge. Look at him, this menacing dunk over Goga. Woo! And then the flex after. And look, is that Thanasis? Wow, he's still there. In your face slam by Giannis with the left hand, too, over Goga. And that mean mug by the Greek Freak. He finished with 37 points in a Bucks win, 114-109. And look at brother Thanasis. I think he's the lucky charm check. Milwaukee makes it to the NBA Cup semis. Lucky brother. Imagine having Giannis Antetokounmpo as your brother. Okay, how about the superb hustle play and shot making by the Thunder? Take a look at this. Jalen Williams, nope. And then Alex Caruso taps it back out. And then to beat the buzzer. Woo, Isaiah Joe, top of the key, seizes the moment, makes his name, nails that buzzer beater. Joe finished with 9 off the bench to help the Thunder reach the NBA Cup semis with a 118-104 win. Now let's move on to the PBA from the NBA. Make way for RHJ. Jerome Lastimosa gets stripped here, and here comes Ronde. Jerome tried to chase. What are you doing, bro? No, you cannot. That's a former NBA player right there in RHJ with the one-hand slam. One more time. Nope. Of course, RHJ leading TNT. Finally, they get into the win column. He scored 41 points, grabbed 13 boards, and had 5 assists. TNT gets their first win in the Commissioner's Cup after beating the Hot Shots 103-100. Now, heading on over to the UAAP. Ladies first, of course, Bridget Santos on a fast break. And woo! Spin cycle check. Hello, Vitania for the reverse layup. What a move there. Take a look again. Like, now you see me, now you don't. Kahit ako nahilo. And this puts UST ahead 70-62 with just 3 minutes to go in the game. Again, the Tigresses would go on to win the match, force a winner-take-all Game 3 against NU. And how to that cardiac game. LaSalle, whew, Game 2, down by 5. KQ, setback, bang, 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 with 2 minutes remaining. And look at the two-time MVP. And then, take a look, another, falling down. Woo! Bombs away, bang, bang, bang. Kevin Kiambao, no, I'm not going home yet. We'll take this to Game 3 and look at the KQ, that emotion. Whew. And that's why he is back-to-back MVP. KQ finished with 22 points, grabbing 9 boards in DLSU's 76-75 win in Game 2 to force a winner-take-all Game 3. Check.
Okay, it's hard not to get pumped when you're watching Kevin Kiambao do his thing. And also, nananahimik si Thanasis.
Pinakita eh. Pinakita si Thanasis,
But yeah,
bro.
shout out to Bridget Santos. That was amazing.
Yes.
My
So what was your
goodness.
favorite?
I'd have to say Bridget.
Bridget.
Just for the flair,
Yes,
the style,
yes,
everything.
yes.
But just the emotions from KQ.
Grabe.
That was
Ito yung
also-
Bridget.
yeah,
Ito yung Bridget.
Bridget.
Grabe.
I mean, come on.
Props to UST,
Come
of course.
on.
Yes. Grabe. And then KQ, again, sabi niya eh, get out of the way. Give me the
It's-
ball. Step back 3, big time. And then may isa pa yan. Down pa sila dito by 5. And then
It's-
after that, we will see that play. Sinasabi nga ni Check, eto yon.
It's being able to perform under pressure
And take the lead. Grabe.
Grabe, no?
74-73. That's crazy.
But we're gonna move on to another person who has a lot of highlights herself.
Okay, yeah.
Before we go, should we even be surprised about this? Caitlin Clark has been named Time Magazine's Athlete
Well
of
deserved.
the Year.
Well deserved.
Clark excelled wherever she went, whether it was in her final year in the University of Iowa or with the Indiana Fever in the WNBA. In college, Clark led Iowa to a 34-5 record and the championship game of the Women's NCAA tournament. She also broke the all-time Division I career scoring record. Come the NBA, Clark broke the rookie record for most three-pointers made in a season. She also established WNBA marks for assists in a single game and in a season. As Clark was taking the league by storm, overall attendance increased by 48% over last year to its highest level in more than 2 decades. The Fever broke the WNBA record for home attendance. Their regular season finale against the Washington Mystics drew 20,711 fans, the most ever to witness a WNBA game. That's a her story maker right there.
Grabe.
Caitlin Clark.
Look at the abs, Check.
Hi!
Grabe, no? Eh, pati, you know
Sana
what?
meron din ako abs.
I know. Dati naman, di ba, footballist. No, but you know what? Before we end the show, Caitlin Clark, I know she gets a lot of hate from other players and all that. She gets, di ba, bullied a lot in the WNBA.
Her welcome.
Yes. But you know what? Thanks to her, she's, putting WNBA talagang bringing it globally as well. They're flying on their private jets thanks to her. So you have to salute also, give credit where credit is due for Caitlin Clark. That's
I do believe that the legends of the WNBA gave her her dues as
yes.
well. And she's the next.
Oh yeah.
She's the next one.
Definitely, she
And
is.
we cannot be like I just love watching her.
Grabe Caitlin Clark. So that was just an awesome story, and that's all from us tonight. You can catch us again tomorrow at 9 p.m. for a play-by-play of the day's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Signal TV, Channel 8 on SD, and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and Pilipinas Live.
How many days left? 14 before Christmas? 14? Oh, December 11. I'm Andre Alex.
And I'm Cheska Liton Calao. Thank you for watching. Good night.